Yeah.
Hi, Judy.
Welcome, Judy.
Hi guys.
How are you?
I was really good.
Great. Are you in New Orleans? Is that where you told me you were?
I'm in New Orleans, and I can't even tell you how many times I had to try to figure out what time I had to meet you guys.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
It's
It's
tricky.
hard.
It is
Time
tricky.
zones. Oh.
Because New Orleans isn't even in the you can't just do the quick. It's 3 hours ahead, right? It's like
I know.
I think
and
it's
yes,
it's an
in
hour and
theory,
45 minutes, right?
It
It's
is about
weird.
an
It's not
hour
even
and
exactly.
37 minutes ahead. I think it's easier to add 2 to something than 3, but just I'm so used to 3 that anyway, I'm so happy I made it. I set many alarms. I had Molly text me.
Wow.
I was like, Molly, I wrote in the email, I'm gonna sound like an asshole right now, but can you remind me tomorrow?
By the way, that's
everyone does that. Yeah.
It's great to get that. And I'm happy that you're here and that you're even calling in when you're out of town. Are you're working right now? I imagine you don't live in New Orleans.
She's probably shooting. Let me guess. You're probably shooting like some sort of Oscar movie. Like, what are you shooting?
I'm gonna go with Emmy. I'm shooting a mini series, and I am sorry, it's a mini series. It's not a limited series. Because
thank you for saying it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why do we have to change the name of it? Was it offending people that it's like is the word mini upsetting? Like, why can't we just
series?
Was that what it was? Was it offensive to short people? Is that what it was?
I don't know. But I was like, I remember the term, it was a couple years ago, and the term limited series was a thing. And I was like, I might be wrong, but I think that's a mini series, right? Like, isn't that a mini series?
Yeah, it's a mini series because it's only one chunk. It's a limited, makes it feel like a limited edition, but it's just a mini series. I mean, I grew up on I love the mini series. I love the mini series event. And I think what they want to do is they don't want to tell you it may never come back, because sometimes when you have like a limited series, it's finite. It's like, well, that was the story that we told, but they want to keep it alive. Like, well, maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll spin this off.
I think that's just a trick that they do to actors. It's basically to fuck over actors. Like, you might come back.
I feel fucked over. I feel like I'm like, wait, and I'm like, are we doing this or not? Like, man, But
what's the show about?
It's about a murder.
Ooh, perfect.
It's about a real life crime.
Wait a second.
I know. Also,
are you playing a real life person?
Yeah, that's all I play now. I have come back from the pandemic, and I only play real people who 2 of them have been dead. This person is alive. I'm playing this terrible woman, and her name is Leah Askey, and I don't even care if she is watching this right now, because she is a bad person.
She murdered someone. She murdered someone.
She might have. She just put the wrong guy in jail for it, and she doesn't even care.
What?
And by the way, Leah, if you're watching or listening to this, like, free yourself. Talk to us. Talk to me, and I will. Set the record straight.
Yeah.
Now, would you want to, besides the fact that a innocent person is in jail and that this could have repercussions to free this person, would you ever want to meet the person that you are playing, or do you feel like it's awkward? Like, is it like a little?
That's a great talk show question, Paul.
I know, I'm practicing on you guys. Here's my answer to you guys, but is not what I will say to Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
That fucker who will never have me on his show. You know what, Jimmy Fallon? I don't even want to be on your show.
Someone in jail too, and we're gonna bring him down.
I'm gonna take them all down now.
Take him down.
The truth is that I will say to you, who are my actual friends, is there's like a lot less work I have to do if I never meet the person or talk to the person. If that person wants to be like clearly represented and factually represented, then like I need to spend a lot of time working on their mannerisms and all that stuff. But like this is my interpretation of this person based on like watching videos and like it's based on this Dateline podcast called The Thing About Pam.
I bet my wife has seen that. My wife watches Dateline all the time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she has.
My wife listens to the Dateline podcast, which is just the Dateline TV show that they just recorded off the TV. It's not even like, I guess there's two, but this one is
she just listens to the show, which by the way, also, if you have like Sirius XM and you like ever want to go on the like the HLN channel, like the headline news channel, it's just the same thing. It's just CNN TV. Like it's just like someone holding up a recorder.
Yeah.
Like
it's like what I used
one
to
of
do
those
when
hand recorders.
I was like, I didn't have a VCR, so I would just audio tape movies and then be on the bus like, this is cool. I'm listening to a movie.
I'm listening to a movie.
Anyway, that's what I'm doing in New Orleans, and it is 2 hours ahead of you guys and 1 hour behind New York City.
Are you having like New Orleans fun? Like the last time I was there, like I was like, I don't know if I can come here anymore because it's so fun. There's so many good restaurants and like, or is it the opposite now because of COVID? Is it all like, shut down or?
No, actually, I feel safer here than Los Angeles because I can't go anywhere without showing not only my vaccination card, but my ID to go with it. Yeah. Like you can go into a store and shop with a mask on, but like if you want to go into a bar or a restaurant or anything, you have to show it. And they do let you show like a PCR test with like a negative PCR test within the last 48 hours or something. But like, so it's that or that, but they're strict. I mean, they're really strict.
Oh, wow. That's so interesting. I would never have thought that.
I know. And I still haven't gone inside, except I went into one restaurant because I went at like 2 p.m. and literally I was the only person in the dining room. And I was like, I guess I'll sit inside. But for the most part, I've still been sitting outside. But no, I haven't gotten in much trouble here because I'm like so boring these days. I am not drinking and I'm vegan. And so it's just like,
yeah, that's I mean, by the way, you're probably taking care of yourself better than you would be if you were not those two things.
Well, those rules help me a lot here because I've definitely worked here where like whole weekends have just disappeared.
Yeah. Well, you knit a lot too, right? Aren't you really into knitting?
I was actually waiting for you guys. Knitting this scarf for my good friend Lucky Yates, who's on Archer with me. And I promised him I'd make him a scarf for Christmas. So
Let me ask you this, because I am ultimately like a pescatarian, so I'm living in that life. Do you find it to be like, can you order inconsistently, or you have to cook a lot? Because I feel like I'm basically eating the same stuff a lot if I'm ordering in, and like like I want the
kitchen.
I have a little kitchen. I rented an apartment, and so I just make all my own food.
You bring it in little containers.
Oh, to work, you mean?
Yeah. No.
Oh, at work they make me vegan stuff.
Okay.
And it's not just me. It's like they have lots of options. So like they always have some kind of like rice or something vegan. Like they always have like a grain, and then they have it's fine. And I also eat a
But
shit
is Pam
ton of,
what would Pam eat? I mean, can you eat what Pam? I mean, if Pam is eating meat, you may have to eat meat.
Yeah, we don't know. We should talk to Pam.
I mean, Pam is being played by Renee Zellweger, and I could try to get her to do your show.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
You might not want someone of that caliber.
No, we don't want anyone. No, we don't want anyone like that. No. Can we talk about Halloween Kills? Because Judy, you are in the biggest movie in the world right now. And I want to ask, I want to talk about the movie because Paul and I saw it, loved it, went crazy for it. Love the movie.
Oh my gosh, the best.
Before I get into that, because I do have some questions about the movie, but
because our whole chat, actually, every celebrity said, if you're going to be here tonight, you have to see Halloween Kills, and everybody has seen it, so they're all like, you see the chat right now. They're
everyone's in the comments. Everyone's talking about it, but
I'm so excited.
What I just want to know, first of all, what does that feel like to be in like the biggest movie? I mean, it's got to be what a crazy experience.
Well, yeah, I guess it hasn't really hit me because I feel like I just came right into this job and I've just been so focused on this job. But it's pretty cool. Like I remember saying something to my husband on the phone last night, actually, like, oh, I'm so glad that they gave me a rental car. And then he was like, you're in the #1 movie in like the world. Like, how does that feel? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just really thrilled with the Kia Soul. Like, I didn't know I would like a Kia Soul, but like, and he was just like, babe, like, do you ever think about that? I was like, no. But then
do you get a call? Do they give
thinking
you a
about
call?
it.
I've never been in anything that has been like the #1 anything. So do you get,
Yeah.
does somebody major call you and say, hey, guess what? We did it. We got, you know, you did it. You're in now. Or
Well,
no?
yeah. Well, I get emails from my manager, and my manager
okay.
gets emails from studio people. So
I would like Mike Myers to call you on a Zoom and just be like, we did it.
That's my other question about like sort of the behind the scenes of a horror movie, because I the only horror movie I ever did, actually Paul and I did a movie that was with Tom Lennon and Ben Garant in New Orleans. We actually shot a movie there called Hell Baby, but it was more of a comedy movie than a horror movie.
I remember that one.
Yeah, but so I always wonder, like in a real horror movie where it's like straight up horror, is it at all spooky? Like, do you ever, or are you buddies with the guy that plays Mike Myers so it's not scary at all?
Well, yes, we're all like buddies and we have a ton of fun, but like it still is a little like what? Tell me your favorite scene in the movie, and I'll tell you if it was scary. To shoot.
Oh, in the current one, or okay. Let me.
This is a good question. Okay.
Okay. I love my favorite.
Well, in the last movie, that was when they had him in the house, right? Yeah.
The last one. I mean, don't even get me started about the last one. I mean, when that kid's in the backyard and the lights are coming on and off, and that kid's sitting there, and then Mike Myers is like coming closer and closer.
I know.
That was.
I know. I know that was great. That was the 2018 one.
Yeah. Well, we're just so this one. Yeah, this one is. I would say my favorite one in Halloween Kills.
Or like is when like the scariest.
Oh, okay. The scariest one for me, honestly, is when it's super dark, right? And it's like nighttime, and like you're there, and Jamie Lee Curtis is there, and then like your daughter's there
outside.
Yeah. It was inside. It was mostly.
It was like was it like an aquarium?
Yeah, when you guys went to the.
Is it like, what's no? It's not that. It's a different term for aquarium. It's like a
hospital.
The hospital.
Hospital. Yes, it's aquarium for dead people. For sick people. That's on that. Yeah,
right.
Aquarium for sick people.
Yeah, at the hospital.
Because there were so many windows everywhere.
Yes, and that I always think of everything like Slaughterhouse 5. I'm always looking at everything like, oh, because the movie is like we're watching humans.
See Slaughterhouse 5. I read it.
I didn't see. I read it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hospital scene, all that stuff in the hospital was to me so scary. So I'm wondering are you just a good actor that you can, show how scary that would be? Or are you actually like, I don't talk to the guy behind the mask because I want to save that scariness.
Like, cause you remember how like Michael isn't really in the hospital.
Right. He's not in it.
Right.
Yeah. Before he gets there, or
no, remember, because they think the other guy, they get it wrong.
They get it wrong.
Yes. No spoilers. Because for people who haven't seen it,
don't ruin it for other people. But yeah.
That's why I'm trying to be careful and not be like,
I think honestly, I think what I liked about this movie was I loved all the characters from the 2018 one, and they'd be like, okay, well, you guys, some of you were back, and that was really fun for me. They'd be like, oh, this is the crew is back, or not all of them, some of them, and that was fun.
Honestly, to me, one of the highlights of the new one for me was there was the running where everyone's like running away from him. You're running, or at least you're. I don't know if you're running,
making him chase me.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely walking fast or running. I mean, whatever you want to say.
Like when I have the mask and I'm like running and chasing me.
Yeah. That is it. That is it. Yeah,
I was like, that wasn't as scary as those crazy, insane crowd scenes.
Oh, those crowd scenes.
I know that the crowd scenes, like, because Michael wasn't there, but it was
No, that was scary about it. But you
right.
look, I mean, can we
Did
just
you
say
guys? But
Yeah.
did
Jamie
you
Lee
guys?
Curtis is amazing in it.
She's so good.
Did you want more of her?
I got just enough. I thought I
yeah.
had exactly the right
How
amount.
did you feel about how my husband's death was handled?
Oh, I was
respectful.
offended. I was offended, but in a respectful way. I was offended respectfully.
Chat. What chat? Do you like? What was the chat saying?
Let's see what the chat said about that. What did the chat think about that?
They like the place. They like the scene in the place.
Oh yeah,
they thought
and
that was
Loomis.
really good.
Oh, Dr. Loomis. God.
And people were like,
"Are they talking about flashbacks?"
It doesn't. They don't say. It doesn't
Did the
say if it's a flashback.
flashbacks take you guys out of it, or
It
keep
didn't.
you,
It didn't.
They like the running.
Unless that's what David
running.
Green wanted.
Mhm.
If David wanted us to be taken out of it, then yeah, I was taken out of it. But then
People like the mask.
I was
Great
pushed
mask.
back into
Were
it. Oh,
you guys? Did you see it in a theater or at home?
yeah, both ways. Both ways
You
to be
saw it
safe.
twice?
I did see it twice. I saw it on Amazon or Hulu. I saw it on. I saw it on Apple TV.
On your Apple TV?
I saw it on Netflix. Is where I was. I believe it was on. Was it on Netflix or because at the theater? I did see it in the theater originally.
I mean, like literally right now, you could have Googled, or your producer could have Googled where it was streaming, and then
I would be talking more about
some
Thursday.
kind of like secret chat. I'm sure that only you guys can
Silver
see.
Shamrock,
and she would say that it was streaming on Peacock.
We did see it. The point is that I saw. I don't remember the platform, Judy. No offense. I mean, we don't have
there's
to.
only one platform you could have seen it on, or you could have gone to.
Which one was it? Voodoo.
You know what? Here. You know what? I think I like
Peacock.
Peacock. That's exactly what it was. We just got Peacock, and I got it. I watched.
Yeah,
it's on Peacock, and I watched that, and I watched The Office.
I agree with I kind of agree with what you said, Judy, to sci-fi.com, where you said it is beautiful. It's a beautiful finale, and that and I agree. Like your hope was that the audiences were upset by the ending, and I think honestly, I feel like we got some of that. And
how did you feel about the ending?
I thought it was a really scary shock ending and
are you
crazy.
Going to want to talk to me when I'm doing press for the next one?
I'd always want to talk.
I gotta call this out here because it sounds to me, Judy, like you don't think we saw it. And if that's the case, we wouldn't have you on the show and not see the movie.
We have kids, and we just. I'm going to come clean, Judy. We didn't see it. We didn't see it. The chat didn't see it. I mean, it's the number one movie.
Judy,
so we didn't even feel like we needed to see
it. Judy,
I'm going to see it.
We could have talked about a lot of other things.
We were doing great until you brought it up. You brought up Halloween Kills, and I said,
I guess I was just surprised because look, let's just be honest. Like, we're friends, but we don't have to see everything we all do. I mean, we work a lot.
Yeah,
but I would think that, like, it's the number one movie in the country for sure. Like, why are you guys? And you could watch it from your own home, and it's Halloween season, and you seem to like David Gordon Green.
I do. I did a pilot for him, and he's a friend, and I've
texted him a buddy.
He invited me.
He called him a buddy, but then he referred to him as David Allen Greer. So I don't
even
know if they are really friends.
I did. I got a bit of a brain fart, and I called him David Allen Greer, my friend David Allen Greer. But
Judy, the reason your friend, you don't call him by somebody else's name.
Judy, I was going to see it, but I was in a terrible tractor trailer accident.
Shut up, really?
And
where?
Yes. Do you know where the 412 connects with?
That's a made-up road.
I was
like near Lancaster.
It's out near Lancaster.
Really? Why were you in Lancaster?
Oh boy,
to
Rob,
go
just
see the
just stop
movie. I
lying.
was
Just
so
Maybe you
stop
should just call this like
lying.
talking with lies, like lying to friends. Like that's what you should call
That's
this.
actually a
It's
great
just, like,
idea.
Yeah,
That is a
lying
great
to
idea.
your
lies.
friends and just turn
That's a
this
great
into
idea.
like a bullshit talking show where you just
We're
all
no
lie
better
to
than
each
Jimmy
other.
Fallon here, Rob. We're just no
Honestly,
better than
I don't
Fallon.
even want to laugh at that because I'm mad at you guys. But
People said we shouldn't call it the friend zone. We should call it the lie
the
zone.
lies
Yeah.
zone, like the
Yeah.
friend zone
I
of
am
lies,
Judy.
the
I will tell
cone
you
of
this. I
lies,
am
the
going to see
tree
it.
of untrust.
I
of
am going to
mistrust.
see it before Halloween. I promise you I will see it before this Halloween. I've been
I
saving
don't
it
believe
as a
you.
treat for myself. I've
Did
been
you
saving it.
see the 2018 one at least?
I did, yes. And I did.
too.
I can tell
I
you
did too.
how
It
it
was very
ends.
good.
You know, you caught him in the jail underground, and then you burned him
Not
up.
a
And then
jail. It's not jail. It was
it's
under
like
the
a
house. It was in the
cage.
It
basement.
was a
It's like
trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap. Laurie Strode built a trap. Now, Judy, I will tell you this. Here's how big
Yeah.
of a fan I am of the universe. I live in South Pasadena, where a lot of the original one was filmed. And I take my daughter to the little public library there to read books. And Laurie Strode's house is right across the street from the Pasadena Library. And that family, they're so nice. They put a pumpkin on their porch every day of the year so that people can like go there and take a picture.
Oh,
Yeah, with
that's
the pumpkin.
cute.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
by the
also
way-
a lie or is that true?
no, that part's true. That's true. They do. They have
Is
a
it
pumpkin every day.
day?
Every day, yeah. It must be
Judy,
plastic. I don't know how they do it.
I want to say also to you that look, this movie has become this movie is gigantic. It has a legacy from 1978 all the way here to 2021. But I don't know if you knew about this, which is, did you know that they have Bratz dolls, Halloween Bratz dolls?
Whoa.
No.
They
literally
made.
Is that Judy?
That's not Judy.
That's
I believe
OG
this is
Laurie.
Yeah, that's OG.
Mm.
That's 1978. But still, that they have a Bratz Michael Myers.
Oh my
Because
God.
Michael Myers is kind of like a little bit cute. Like he's a little smooth.
He looks beautiful there.
He
I
His
mean,
does.
hair is really
his hair, he's got some Elvis hair going on. He's like beautiful. His eyebrows are so beautifully groomed.
There
His
must
knife is so shiny. His jumpsuit is cinched at the waist and kind of like he has like a palazzo pant happening.
there must be a certain population of the internet that kind of romanticizes Mike Myers. Like, I don't know what that is, where you are. Maybe it's the same people that are like drawn to prisoners or, that like, or not prisoners, but like murderers that like write, love letters to murderers in prison and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of like erotic fan fiction probably about Mike Myers. And
Well,
I haven't written any, but I bet
I
don't even know where you-
support all of it. I'm
Yeah.
thrilled I haven't come across any of it.
Yeah.
And by the way, she's not asking for anyone to start to show her this part of the introvert. We don't need to
No.
see that yet.
But it's fun to think that like people get off on like that guy because I don't know. It's
interesting because you really have never heard him. Like, it's a
he
purely
doesn't
like
speak.
Yeah. And we showed a video last week where there's a young girl turning 5 years old, and her hero was Michael Myers, and she brought him to their birthday party, and he hugged her, and he
you
was really
saw that.
sweet to
I
her.
love that you saw that, Judy. That's so funny.
Of course, everyone sends me everything.
I know.
Halloween,
I sent it
by the
to
way.
David.
It's like
I sent it to
you
David,
have
and he
to
was
know
like, "I've
that
seen
like
this." Yeah.
I like if like no one has. Very rarely has someone seen something that I haven't also seen because everyone sends me like, look at this, my friend dancing in a Michael Myers mask. I'm like, yeah, I know.
And there's so much Michael Myers stuff out there. Like
I
there's almost too much Michael Myers content because the mask is pretty simple. Like it's not like overly complex costume. So I feel like that mask is going on a lot of people's faces.
Right.
wasn't-
Everyone's got coveralls now.
Wasn't it a little bit trippy that William Shatner went to space during Halloween, and his face is the face of Mike Myers? Like that, there was some sort of weird, we're in a matrix. Like we are definitely living in the matrix, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
no, yes.
Okay.
But that is good trivia. The mask is the original mask was
Yes.
William Shatner's face.
That's right. That's right.
But
And
Judy,
can I ask? I know you have to go, Judy, because you have to cook some trout or something and
No,
knit.
no
not trout. She's not gonna eat trout. She's a vegan.
Okay, sorry.
I already had dinner already because
I'm-
it's 2 hours after
late.
you
Yeah,
guys,
we're
which
keeping
is
her up.
whatever time that is.
Yeah, I'm just curious if is the guy in the mask, is he when you're in between setups,
Yeah.
are you like doing bits with him? Like, is he nice and cool, or is he
Well,
like,
all
oh,
those
that's
dancing Michael Myers videos are actually him, and we've done that on set. And no, I'm kidding.
oh my god.
No, but like, also I enjoyed how long your mouth stayed open for. I no, but it's just because James is he's a serious actor. He
Yeah,
plays Michael Myers, and
yeah.
he like takes his job very seriously.
Right.
And so
yes.
he tends to stick to himself on set.
Yeah,
But
I like
he's like,
that.
Great.
but I know, and it's cool. But also when you are working with him and there are like knives and stuff, he's like very compassionate and like careful. But no, he's not trying to like,
He's like, oh god
he's
damn
not
it,
like
the Pelicans
pretending
just
to like
lost the game. Like, he's not like having that kind of small
do
talk.
people care about the Pelicans? I guess they're here. Yeah. I was gonna say they're playing the Knicks on Saturday. He's not like pretending to like fuck everything like when he has the mask on. Like I feel like a lot of guys and girls would. In fact, I just found a picture of myself pretending that the scarecrow on the front porch is fucking me, and I was like. What's wrong with me? And then I also have a picture of like me making the scarecrow on the front porch grab my boob, and I'm like, which so
he's respectful to his character.
Downtime.
Yeah.
He is.
Judy, let me ask you 2 questions that the chat wants to ask, and we'll let you go.
We gotta let her go. She has to go.
Are you coming back to Always Sunny? People want to see if you're coming back to
Always Sunny coming back?
I feel like they're always coming back. I feel like it's never ending. Like they are. But all right, so that's the answer to that. We don't know.
We don't know.
The other question, and the most important question is, and this is something that Rob and I both learned when we were in New Orleans, is your house haunted? Have you had any hauntings in this New Orleans house? And that's a true, serious question, because I do feel like every house comes with a little bit of like and by the way, the chimney is haunted. Do you have anything like that?
There is an inexplicable broken window in my kitchen.
Recently or continues to break?
Since I've been here, a window broke, and like my landlord texted me when I was at work, and he was like, hey, are you working? The handyman's going to fix that window in your kitchen that broke. And I was like, oh, there's no broken window. And I know that windows break, but it's in a very it's actually it's like the top corner up there.
Ooh.
Like the toppest cornerest window.
But why is that haunted? Isn't that just a broken
Look what
window?
I'm doing.
Yeah, it's good.
That one.
That's a good point there.
I'm so proud of myself. Like whenever I try to take a picture of someone with
I will always
here, so this looks like the signs on your head. Like I'm like, oh. Anyway, back
and you
to
did
the
it so
haunting.
confidently. It was such a confident, like it wasn't even a hesitation. Like you had to get your bearings. You just found it and you got it.
When I come back, I'm gonna point at so much shit behind me. I'm gonna get really good. I'm gonna be like, this is where I keep my spices.
You're really good at that. You're real good at that.
Okay, I would like to say that I believe that the window breaking was a haunting incident.
Okay.
And I
like it.
I feel like it's a friendly situation. I just feel like someone, something, some being wanted me to remember that I was not here first.
Okay.
I like that.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's good to be
reminded
reminded every now and then that there is a mystical presence out there that can take us down at any given moment.